So this video is for those doctors who are in the Rockefeller-funded medical system. And I have a question for you. A couple. So do you believe the information you have in your systems is accurate? Do you believe what you have been taught in the Rockefeller-funded medical system to be the end-all, be-all Bible or Vedic scriptures of your life? Do you believe that patients who do their research and think for themselves, and maybe even look into some of these ancient practices as solution, are dumber than you? Do you believe that their information is inaccurate because they didn't get a PhD like you? Do you believe because they're a patient, they may not be wiser than you? See, at the end of the day, we're all human beings. While I get it that not everybody has the time and the effort to get a PhD and the money, but there is so much information out there on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, on the internet, for one to get some of this knowledge that you had gotten even more from actual patients, from real life experiences. See, I'm going to give an example. So hypothyroidism. See, I've heard that, I've done research, that there is an increase in the number of young girls getting hypothyroidism at a younger age than before. You wonder why. Okay, that's one thing. Second thing is, obviously you know that girls are getting periods earlier. There's things in the environment, obviously. The third is, do people realize what's in our water? Fluoride. What does fluoride play a role in? Our pineal gland, our Ajna chakra, which is related to the thyroid. I'll leave it at that. If you're a doctor, hopefully you can connect the dots and see the signs right there. There's so much power in our Ayurvedic culture systems, that the medicine that we had in the past as an Indian. And many Indian doctors, as they're so indoctrinated, as they're so stuck in their ego and pride that they know more than their patients. Patients who have the third eye opened, first and foremost. Patients who have done this research on themselves, by themselves, and looked at other solutions for these diseases. And they're consistently told, no, you need to follow what I was taught in my medical system. See, as a patient, I have lost respect for so many doctors in these last few years. First and foremost, they didn't see through the agenda. They took that and they did not stop their patients from taking it, which is leading to an increase in myocarditis in young kids, young adults, even adults for that matter. Second of all, they continue to follow the same programs that they have been fed. They're not unprogramming themselves, these paradigms. And this is why we say that there is going to be different realities. It's in essence one reality, but it's based on what they've been exposed to. See, even my kids know that there's something up. Yes, I know that there are adults that don't know. Okay, there's so many adults that are thinking, I took this, I'm fine. I was able to travel. I'm able to live my life pre-lockdown. That's fine. See, this pandemic was a fear-based pandemic. And it was one for us to go within and figure our life purpose and passion out. And maybe this is my life passion and purpose, because I've constantly struggled with the healthcare system. As somebody who was in the hospitals when I was young, constantly, when they couldn't diagnose my issues, when my appendix bursted, I nearly poisoned myself, 99%. I think there was a by divine grace, I survived. Let me put it that way. I've had multiple of these incidents, and so I do not blindly trust doctors. And every day I find more reasons to not trust them. I just don't know why there are adults that still don't know this, still haven't figured this out. I guess they're a sucker for studies. I guess they're a sucker for being a part of research. I'm not a lab rat. Neither will my kids be. And I hope many parents realize this, because many of the diseases that we have out there that are increasing these days are a result of medical negligence, because these doctors, these medical professionals do not know what they're doing. They're blindly following the playbook. And they think that it's okay. I just hope they realize and they wake up before they realize how much damage they have done to people that they thought they were helping, when in essence, they were actually harming them more. If you're in the medical industry and you happen to see this video, please think for yourself. Please realize that patients are also individuals and human beings, just like you are. And just because you're a doctor does not mean you're above anybody else. And maybe you can be that doctor who can get that faith and respect back in doctors, because I do not have any faith left in the medical system.